morning, everyone. Okay. Got into the room yesterday here at the timeshare at around 3:30. I think the room was ready sooner, but they didn't seem to have my phone number when they went to look at it, which means it was ready. We're at the farthest end. The building goes this way. If the pool is here and the building is here, we're on almost the farthest room on this side. And this is a good view of Epcot and Magic Kingdom. Basically. It was very overcast yesterday. I did not watch the fireworks. There are also a lot of clouds, so I'm not even sure how much I would see. We'll see what tonight is. Tonight is the warmest day left in this trip. Yeah, I know, so much of a trip as it is. So I'm hoping it's going to hit like 76 today. I've actually opened the little door to the balcony here so that I can get some fresh air in here. I ordered in Thai food last night, which I'm sure there's a video of it over here somewhere. But the flavors were great, and the fact that I still have flavors is good. Drinking some hot beverages. And God bless all of these delivery services. The more I think about it, I really don't know what I would do. I have Instacart picking me up. All kinds of stuff. When I went to place the order, I was frustrated that they weren't doing it on, like, the rest. I realized the grocery stores were all closed yesterday. But they were like, oh, they're not shopping until tomorrow. And then I went, wait a minute. Okay, crappy. But wait, I need this. But wait, I need this. But wait, I need this. And all through the night, as I kept waking up and going, oh, I need this, I started adding more things. So, again, sorry, no makeup, no trying to look pretty. Because I got COVID. Ironically, I've gotten COVID 3 times since everything started happening. It took a long time for it to get to me, and now it just loves me. It was because of how fast I got it. I didn't get it here. I got it before I left here. It was Sunday when I got hit with it full force, and it's Saturday. I think Saturday it really started coming in, which is, just the right amount of time from exposure. Today is going to be lots of what you're looking at right now. Me, in a bed, no makeup, feeling kind of crappy. Maybe eating and cooking in this. The timeshare is a lovely thing. And one of the things that's great is, I realize, I would love to be at home in my own space, but I'd still have to be isolated. I still have 2 cats who need to be cared for. And I have stairs, and the food and stuff is downstairs in my bed, and where I'm comfortable sleeping is upstairs, and it's a lot colder there. The fact that I have a door open right now to get some fresh air in, that's a big difference. So, the hope is that, that this will give me just true, absolute downtime. Just zombified downtime, wake and sleep as I need, I have gotten, not per se COVID, but really, really, really sick 2 other times during these trips, and it's not fun. It really isn't. One of them I had to go to urgent care and had to get an antibiotic. This one I know it's COVID, so there is no antibiotic. I just have to be as careful as I can with myself, treat everything I can, rest as much as I can, so that it doesn't complicate into something else. Like the first time I got pneumonia, COVID, it turned into walking pneumonia. Not a good plan. And that was like 3 weeks of healing. Yeah, that's it. I might try to do, I'm hoping tonight I'll be able to show you guys fireworks from the deck. Because, why not? But that was the other thing, is the timeshare is all one level, so I'm not worried about stairs with my knees and stuff, so for the moment, it's probably good for me. It's at least where I need to be right now. Yay, I'm outside on my vacation. Oh well. It is very overcast and cloudy. It looks like it's gonna rain. But tonight, if it's not too cold, I'll see the Epcot fireworks down there. And over there is the Contemporary and Bay Lake Tower. I don't know if you can tell that in the daylight. This does not go in very well. If I can crop it, I will. But you'll see the Magic Kingdom fireworks just north of that. It's kind of cool. And if that's the case, that's one, that's the other. I believe... Oh, sorry, guys. I believe Hollywood Studios... That might even be Hollywood Studios, I might see all 3 sets of fireworks. That would be awesome. Animal Kingdom doesn't do any crazy stuff like that. But, you know, I mean, fireworks, you don't want to scare the animals. So, it's almost 11 o'clock. I'm on meds. I'm scheduled to have somebody come and clean the room on Thursday, and today is Tuesday, and that's not 5 days. So I'm gonna ask them not to send somebody in, just for their sake and mine, in hopes that I can break the worst of this. I keep looking at my open suitcase going, oh, I was gonna wear that outfit. Oh, I was gonna do that part too. Oh, I had that thing. I mean, you gotta punt when you have vacations, and the only thing I will say is the big difference for me is I do come here every year. You know, if it was, and I feel bad that I had to cut Lou's trip, short by 5 days. But it's like, the reality is, if this was your only trip ever, that would suck. Now, I can tell you, I called, because she only used 2 of her 5 days on her 5-day ticket, and I called and asked to speak to, and spoke with people at Disney in the ticketing department and said, is there anything we can do? And they were incredibly generous, and they have set up a pending 3-day ticket for her sitting in the system, and all I need to do is call and activate it, and then once I activate it, I have 2 years to have that happen. So I'm going to take that as a win. So you're going to see her again in the vlogs at some point. I've got, it's the fog. It's not even that I'm tired. I'm not tired, but I'm exhausted. Does that make sense? That you get in front of your face that just makes you feel like this. But I have energy, I mean, I'm not going to go dancing around, but I have energy, and my legs are hurting less. They're still hurting, and I had some flares last night, turning my knees certain ways. But truthfully, sitting here and doing little to nothing for a few days is probably going to be good for them. In the list of things I did not expect to have happen while I was resting at my timeshare was the sound of a marching band outside of my room. Hey guys, I still got your Small World ride. That is a small marching band with flags and everything. Playing It's a Small World and the Mickey Mouse theme club back and forth and back and forth. Donald Duck. Daisy Duck. Hi, hi, hi. Glad I was already awake when it started. I might have woken up, because it's traveling up to this 15th floor. Good morning, everyone. Day 2. I'm in my kitchen here in the timeshare, as you can see. I apologize. I look awful. I know I do. It's the joys of being sick with COVID. The good news is that as of this morning, my temperature was back to normal. It dropped to 2 or 3 degrees. I am now trying to just take Sudafed to keep things coming out, but not take Tylenol, and see if I can go 24 hours without Tylenol. If I manage to do that, I will be able to head over to Universal and, with a mask on, go to the club area, etc. I mean, I'll probably stay mostly in my room and still rest, but I can at least get some food, take it back to my room, and I can talk to you about the gluten-free options and things like that, and I'm hoping that will be the case. Give you at least a room tour, and with a mask, maybe do some basic stuff, because technically I am allowed, if I am, it's 5 days of isolation. I think I took a picture of it. I'll put up the rules for what the CDC is currently saying, but it's 5 days of isolation, no matter what. And then if during that time you go 24 hours without having a fever, without Tylenol, without having a fever, you're supposedly able to go out the next 5 days with a mask on, and then supposedly at that point you're back to normal-ish, as long as you don't have a relapse. So I'm just gonna eat my breakfast and I'll check in with you as things go by. It's sad, it's such a beautiful sunny day. I was supposed to be in Animal Kingdom today with a high of 69 degrees and all of the tree cover. God, it would have been perfect. I mean, it's sunny and beautiful and a little overcast now, but I mean, it was just bright and sunny this morning. It would have been the perfect day to go to Animal Kingdom. And there we are. So it is now 69 degrees out. It's the high of the day. It is 1:30. 69 degrees, it feels like 71, so it's tolerable. So I've opened the door again just to get some fresh air. But just to give you an idea, it actually did get cold in Florida. The trees have turned colors. They look like fall tones. I rarely see that. I saw that last Christmas here when we hit the freezing mark, but that tells you they've definitely had some really cold days. Isn't that gazebo over there pretty? Can you see that down there? I can't, hold on. Unfortunately, this particular camera, while it's great for doing face stuff, it's really just kind of crappy for close-ups. Can you see the gazebo? Isn't that pretty? That's in the neighborhood next door. And I think I mentioned before, when they originally bought this land, their original premise, my understanding, was that whole curve of land you see there was going to be at least 2, maybe 3 more of these buildings. And they didn't do it. And I'm really glad, because my view would have sucked if they did that. I like this view. I like seeing the Epcot ball. Tower of Terror and the Magic Kingdom. Missed my marching band already. It's Wednesday, so I still have... Oh my god, I still have 3 days here. I check out Saturday morning at 10. The good part about that is that means I'm pretty sure I'm going to be safe enough to travel to my next location. Because, like I said, my fever's pretty much broken. It might go up this evening, but if I keep resting as assiduously as I have been, I'm not taking the Tylenol today just so I can see if I can go without it and not get a fever to break. But if I can, just keep the Sudafed and the antihistamine going, and just let myself rest and drink tons and tons of fluids, then I think I'm going to be okay. The cough is a little bit tight, but not very tight. And again, the only thing I have with an expectorant has the Tylenol in it. So I don't necessarily want to take that. We'll see. Hopefully we'll get better at some point. I think I'm feeling healthy enough. Maybe tonight I'll even have a shower. It's always when I can tell when I'm starting to get truly on the mend, when I suddenly go, I really need to shower. I need to clean up and not be some comatose sick person. I did call down to the front desk. Normally it's what am I here, 6 days? Came in on the 25th, and I'm staying through the 30th, so 25 to 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. It's 5 days, and on the 3rd day they have housekeeping come in and clean. If it was a longer stay, it would be on the 4th day. But given my current situation, I can't leave the room, and I don't want to give this to anyone, so I pretty much said, hey, can we cancel housekeeping? Because it's just me. It's not like I'm using up so much stuff. I may call down and say, hey, can someone leave tissues outside the room if I start to run out, and I may. But that's about it. So I'm going to have soup. I look awful. I'm not even looking at myself, and I know right now I look awful. So thank you for putting up with this. This morning I was at 97.2. Fabulous. I have to be 24 hours without illness. And now I'm back up to 99.1, 99.2, something like that. So, not out of the woods yet, but I didn't take any medication, so that's a 99.1 or whatever without anything. I did take Tylenol just to get through tonight. I took the head congestion Sudafed thing that I had gotten before that I'm slowly using up, which is interesting. I'm very dry up right now. Like I'm not sneezing, I'm not coughing. I'm about to now because I'm talking. But very minimal. I am drinking 2 airbornes a day. I am drinking hot water with honey and lime squeezed juice, fresh juice, just put the lime in. I had 1 tea bag the other day that I had found from what I had in the hotel room from the last hotel. I just found a second one, but it's a caffeine tea. So I'm going to wait and do that in the morning, because if I do that tonight, I will not sleep, because I really drink very little caffeine. I got bit on the back of my leg by something last night. Don't know what, but my leg's swollen from it, behind the knee. It's charming. So yeah, I'm still sneezing. I'm about to, I think, if I don't stop it. It is 6:22 on Wednesday, December 27th. This is... I came here on the 25th. I came here on the evening of the 25th, so this is my second day. Oh my God, am I really losing time like that? Yeah, because I slept a lot of the day in and out yesterday and then did do the fireworks and stuff. And it says it's 66 degrees out. It feels better than that. I've got that door open still. And it's just, I mean, I like the house around 72 or whatever. I don't mind a little bit cooler, but it's very comfortable. Right now, this says that it's 65 in the area where I am. I walked out there. I mean, I'm wearing a little sweater. I've got socks on my feet, but it was comfortable. It was really nice. So I'm going to leave that open as long as I can comfortably because the temperature is going to keep going down and down and down. And when it's that far down, I'm probably not going to be able to open it. And I'll be honest, I think that fresh air and being out in it a few times yesterday and sitting out in it, I think that's helping me. Just because if I sat in here with enclosed air and laying in the bed, you know, it's just not, for me, it's just not as good. I want that breathing in the clean stuff and no other people around, so I really am just breathing in, well, the, you know, clean stuff in general. I mean, 15 floors up, who knows? So my plans for the next few days, pretty much what you see right here. I got to tell you, when I used to stay in this timeshare property, they've redone a lot of it. I think I mentioned it in one of the other videos, that it was, all of this stuff was like, the granite might have been like a grayish granite, but everything was grays and brights and lights, and everything is like dark wood and masculine, and the table is now dark. Everything's just, even the tables are like bronze, like the back. Everything's just manly and brown and dark. Beige walls versus the gray walls. The carpet patterns were more like flowing blues and grays, and now they're a replicated pattern of browns. It's like somebody said your rooms aren't butch enough or something. I don't know. I understand why they're doing it because with all the black and stainless, the stove, the microwave, all that stuff, it kind of helps it blend in. But it also means that, like, if someone kicks it or scuffs it or does something, it doesn't show up as badly. So I figure that's probably what's going on. Yeah, interesting. It does make the kitchen smaller. It feels a little bit smaller. And even the bedroom is more brown beiges rather than the grays. And I really did love the grays and that kind of cool tone. That's more my aesthetic. And I guess what's like trendy when you're showing houses and stuff, that's more my aesthetic. Just the view from my room. You can hear the booms. I heard the booms before I came out here. I forgot 8 o'clock was the Christmas fireworks. That's right, because 7:30 was Hollywood Studios, 8 o'clock for Magic Kingdom, and then 9:30 for, it's kind of cool. Get in there a little bit. I know it's like far enough away that that's not bad. It's really pretty in person. I mean, the sparkles are so sharp. It's all Christmassy stuff. It's still in like the 60s, but honest to God, it feels amazing out. Did I slide over? No, there we go. It's fun. Just thought I'd share. Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday at just about 9 o'clock. It's 8:59. That is the 28th. I'll check out of here in 2 days. I'm pretty sure my fever is now done. I am beyond lucky how quickly I've worked through this. I'm still sneezing some. My inside nose is incredibly sore from all the sneezing I've been doing. Coughing is pretty much down to minimal. I mean, you can hear, I'm still a little deep, but my voice is always a little deep. I just had breakfast, but something made a difference, and I am so grateful. I feel so much better. You know, this morning, my temperature was back to my normal, which is below 98.6. My normal is more than a degree below 98.6 on average, like, if I'm not sick. So, This is good. So grateful I had this secluded space where I could eat when I wanted to, make tea when I wanted to, do all of this stuff. You know, for me to be able to get hot water at any given moment to make whatever drink I needed, godsend. You know, really, really. Yeah, just grateful to have this space. I mean, and if I was just in a bedroom for 3-5 days, I would have been so cooped up. You know, I appreciate that Lou felt very guilty about leaving and in her mind stranding me here by myself, but I'm like, this, if she was here, I'd have had to have both the doors to the bedroom closed constantly to protect her. Have to, like, randomly close doors and in and out to go to the bathroom to give her, again, that extra protection. She'd probably have to leave the balcony door open more than what would necessarily be comfortable. She'd be sleeping on the sleeper sofa and or just on the couch, which is probably okay, to be honest. But I'd have been trapped in that room. And anytime I needed something, I would have had to have gotten her to get it because I can't go out. And then it would have been mask on, mask on, mask on. And having the ability to freely breathe in this contained space, you know. At the bar, the bell staff here, oh my God, they've been amazing. And the front desk, and I have to figure out what I can do to thank them. It's a sad and murky day. It's all wet on the deck. It's cool. It's not frighteningly cold, to be honest, but there is definitely rain. Yep, there's rain coming down. The rain has finally left for the day. It is still in the low 60s, so I won't stay out here long. But it is nice to see the pretty sky. The sun setting. It's about 5 o'clock, 5:30. I am definitely on the mend. Because while you see I am wearing the same stuff you saw me in before, it's all been washed, including me. Ran laundry today, washed, just came out of the shower, washed, cleaned my hair, my body. I feel so much better. It's always that sign when I'm at the end of some illness that I just want to wash and clean up. You're the thing that bit me the other day. Sorry, I'm going inside. There's something floating high up in the air that's skeeter-like, and I don't want it on me. Bad part is I still have a full day here. I have 2 more nights that I'm going to be here. And this is where the stir crazy is going to set in. Because when I wasn't feeling well, all I wanted to do was sleep and rest anyway. And you can already hear it probably in my voice that my speed is picking up and my energy is picking up. So, yeah, pretty much back to normal. It does look like I will be able to go to the public spaces in Universal, masked. And I'm not going to do a lot in the parks. I want to go get you some footage, probably be like the equivalent of mostly B-roll. And then I want to go with lots of hand sanitizer and play the Minions game, because I'm staying at the Royal Pacific, which is deluxe. I'm staying at club level, so that means I get meals and things, you know, and I want to see if it's better or worse than what I got at the 2 places at Disney. We'll see. I have already told them about my allergies. They've responded. They said the big difference is they'll have some kind of gluten-free pastry for me at breakfast. They'll have some kind of a gluten-free dessert for me, and if the entree that they have in the evening is not gluten-free, then they will make some for me. They'll have something separate on a hot tray for me. I'm like, okay, we'll see what that means. You know, because sometimes they're very willing to accommodate. Some places aren't as much. This isn't Disney. Disney is much, much better in general at accommodating. Universal is getting better, but they ain't there yet. I will say, you know, like when you look at when they mark for allergies on their signs now, their signage throughout the parks, they're listing the top 8. So they started putting Sesame out even before Disney did. You know, and in some of the sit-downs in City Walk, it's definitely better. They're definitely better. You have been following along with all this. Thank you. You know, if you haven't done so already, please like, share, subscribe. There will, I promise you, there will be better content. There will be better content than watching me be sick. You know, makeupless and looking as scary as I possibly can. So yeah, so if you are able to join along, please subscribe to the channel. Like this video, go back and watch some of the early ones from this trip when I actually was having a vacation. And go ahead and like those. Like, share, subscribe. You know, all the good stuff, none of the bad stuff. Good morning, everyone. Well, it's probably still the same vlog for you. It is good afternoon. It is 2:10 on Friday, December 29th. I have been locked up. That's the best way to put it, or self-sequestered, quarantining myself as I got better. And today is the last day. Tomorrow, I am free to go traveling out. And it also happens to be checkout day. Perfect timing. Because the fever's broken, so I'm clear to go per CDC guidelines. So I am now eating up the rest of the food that I have. The hotel has HBO, which I never get to watch, so I'm just kind of watching some random stuff on HBO. But I'm drinking my teas and my juices and the airborne and the coffee, the mushroom coffee, and I still have a cup of tea that I can take with me, and I may not even make that. I may just bring that home. But I am infinitely feeling better. Of course, when I go out tomorrow, I need to be masked as much as possible. And, oh, goodness gracious. I'm glad I'm hitting the end of this, because I am getting a little stir-crazy. Every time I think about doing something productive or useful, I just don't. But I am mostly packed. I did laundry and repacked yesterday, which is, again, probably the same vlog. It is currently only 58 degrees out, and it probably won't be much better than that tomorrow. So I do have to make sure that as I dress, that I'm wearing some of the warmer layers I have. So all of my hopes of wearing shorts for this trip are pretty much gone. I wore them on the first full day, and that was it. That was it for my shorts, and I had sandals on both days. It wasn't a gathering information vacation, this section of it with you, but it was a very relaxing vacation, and even better. So this is the weird irony. We were in the Dolphin from the evening of the 22nd through the morning of the 25th, and those are the days I visited Disney. And it was only Hollywood Studios and Epcot. I am very sorry I didn't get to Animal Kingdom or Magic Kingdom. And unfortunately, my next trip in January, because I'm bringing someone who doesn't want to do park hoppery type stuff, is only going to be there. The 22nd to the 25th, we were on Disney property, and those were the days we visited the park. Then when we came here, we were going to be doing a lot of Ubers back and forth to Disney, because that's just what you have to do. It's a distance away. But I was unsequestered, so when I'm off property, I'm off the parks. So I just did a little bit of stay in Orlando, and this kind of a staycation has really been peaceful, has been really useful to me. I spent a lot of time staring at my phone and doom scrolling on assorted social medias. If I haven't already, I'll put my social medias below. My TikTok is pretty much nothing other than random stuff, some of which I did while I was here and sick. So not the prettiest look, but that's okay. And Instagram, just to see what my cohorts are doing. Some of the others I follow have had issues going on, but they're generally okay. Okay, so I leave on Saturday, and I have one night at Universal, but that's 2 days at Universal. So when I go and stay on Universal property, I'm back to hitting the parks again, because I'll have that clean bill of health, that I have been feverless for 2 days, maybe 2.5 days. I am beyond grateful that I was with all of I don't know which of the medical support, immune support. So I was drinking airborne twice a day, because that's your max. I was drinking mushroom coffee at least once a day, sometimes twice. I used Rise brand. I don't know if that's helping me or not, but I was doing that. I was drinking hot water that had just honey and fresh squeezed lime, which one of the women in the timeshare swore by, and grapefruit juice, and then just a crap ton of water. And one of the things, and this is something I didn't think through when my friend was there. She's like, here, let me get you like a lidded cup with water. I'm like, no, just give me a real glass. Well, she was probably right, because I realized when I'm laying in bed and I was like, I really don't want to sit up. I can't sit up. The open cup is trying to figure out the way to sip it isn't useful. But having that lidded glass, I could just bend the straw, like sit it next to me and bend the straw and just sip. And slowly sip, sip, sip. And that was the thing. Every time I woke up and I felt dehydrated, etc., especially in the first few nights, just sip, 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 sip. And just rehydrated my system. So it could have been any or all of those things. Not a great traveling vlog, but this is stuff to know when you do get sick. This time of year, I'm so glad that I didn't have just a shared room. I'm so glad that we could get Lou back out of town. It only cost $40 for her to rebook her return flight to leave that day when it happened. Now, granted, it was Christmas Day. I don't know how much it would cost if I had rebooked on mine, but just a godsend, just a godsend. Also, Kit's son B, who you may have seen in this video up here, was an angel. He's local. He's a nurse. He ended up. I got him onto the timeshare, and he was able to bring me thermometer covers and more Sudafed, which I ended up not needing after all that, ironically. And there was one other thing I think I had him bring, but these little things that they didn't have when they delivered stuff before, so I finally had what I needed. If I forget to do this before packing up, because when I really do the final leave and pack up, that will be, whole new day, whole new thing, real clothes and everything. So if I have not done so already, and if you have followed to the end of this video, if you have followed to the very end of this video, in the comments, put, it is, holiday freedom. I don't know, it just sounds weird. So if you do that in the bottom, just holiday freedom, yay. Throw that in the comments. But if you haven't done so already, please, we've hit 500, just a little over 500. We're trying to break 1,000. At 1,000, I can start live streaming when I'm in the parks to YouTube. I can monetize. I'm not monetized at this point, which, speaking of which, if you look in, depending on if you're looking on the phone or otherwise, in the comment stuff below, you'll see something about what's called a Ko-fi page, K-O-F-I, and that is a sort of an artist's page. If you would like to make a small donation, $3, if you can, you don't have to. That's not why I do this, but if you would like to, I'd appreciate it. It's my Dole Whip fund, so when I get back, I can have more Dole Whip, because Dole Whip. But they call it like getting a coffee. I think another one of my friends uses it as her sangria fund. So, if you guys want to throw a little bit my way, help me do that, that would be amazing. I appreciate it. And if you put your name, I'll try to give you a shout out here if you would like that. Yeah, I appreciate everything that you guys do to help make this channel work. I hope that when I take you through the parks and I show you the things, that you're seeing it with those fresh eyes, that you have that sense of joy and wonder. I mean, I don't know if I'm assuming I've cut these so that you'll have seen the days in Disney with Lou, but did you see the sense of wonder on her face every time we came up to something new, like her experiencing Journey of Water, her experiencing the Star Wars stuff? And she's not a Star Wars fan. Let's put that out there. She's not a Star Wars fan. And that was even missing the first section. If there's this, oh my God, that's amazing. The Imagineers still do some very beautiful stuff. So I am hoping that you guys, you see it, you enjoy it, that you have that sense of play and wonder, and if you're looking to go to Disney, that it's making you feel more comfortable about traveling. So, like I said, I'll put the Ko-fi pages down there. There's a PayPal link down there if you just want to send me money, and just help support the cause and getting these dining reviews and all that stuff. Because, like I said, everything's coming out of my pocket. I don't have any deals with anybody. It's just what I'm doing to help make this experience better for everybody. So if you have enjoyed this video, please share, like, subscribe, and those things, share, liking, subscribing, you can do, and it doesn't cost anything. If you don't have the money, don't worry about it. I do not want anyone ever putting themselves in a position where they don't, where they have funds that they're spending that they really shouldn't. I want you to be eating first, pay your rent, all that stuff. So that being said, like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff, none of the bad stuff. And don't forget that I don't have a tagline.
Singing hey ho, a maiden's life, 1, 2, 3. Hey ho, a maiden's life, won't you drink with me?